Can you believe this? PC players now saying that controller players have found an easier and more powerful way to tap strafe than just your traditional scroll wheel tap strafing. I'll show you the evidence and let you decide. I just never thought I'd see the day where the most powerful mechanic on keyboard and mouse is now being claimed to be even more powerful overall on the controller. Hope you're all doing well. The giveaway winners from last video down in the comment section below. Also, if you guys want to win some Glytch energy or some Apex coins, just comment down below, leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel. I'm only picking people that are subscribed, and let's jump into the video. So amongst tap strafing on controller and something really big being delayed on the mid-season collection event, there's a good bit in the news today. So first off, I want to talk about something that's actually going to be delayed. Now, this is nothing to fret about, nothing to worry about. This is not necessarily being delayed because of Respawn, you know, running behind or anything like that. They actually have good reason to delay it, and I want to talk about it. Now, you guys know that when the collection event comes out in the middle of a season, we normally have an heirloom, we have some new skins, we usually have some type of a game mode, and then we also get balance changes, being a nerf to one legend or a buff to another legend. And it actually makes the game feel very refreshing because you're forced to play a new meta in the middle of the season. However, it looks like the meta shift that we normally get at the mid-season collection event update is going to be delayed simply for one reason. So many of you know who Fallout is. He's an ALGS caster, was talking about needing a Valk and Gibraltar nerf simply because he's sick of all the legends being, you know, kind of like everybody's using the same loadout, everybody's using the same legend, everybody's rocking the same meta. No legend needs to be that strong. No legend needs to have that high of a pick rate. Every team should really have a different comp going on. So someone suggested doing a nerf by the way of just changing her class. So instead of her being a recon character, she could be an assault character. And I agree, when you think about it, she does not feel like a recon legend at all. So by moving her to assault, she loses the ability to be able to scan beacons. However, John Larson, which is the guy who normally brings these changes, said toyed with this a bit, but ultimately thought it could force the third pick to be a recon where we would have less legend diversity. Example being Valk plus Givy plus Bloodhound slash Crypto slash Seer. Also, I didn't want to rock the boat too much before champs with teams practicing a specific meta. So normally we would get this meta shift, but we're probably not going to get it this season simply because of ALGS champs being right around the corner, and they don't want to switch it up too much and throw teams off. So all the balance changes and nerfs and buffs and stuff, at least the big ones, are probably going to have to wait till season 14. I think this may be the first time that I've ever heard, you know, the fact that balance changes may not be coming in a mid-season, at least the big ones, like I said. However, another first time for me is hearing a keyboard and mouse player make a claim that was very, very bold. His name is PvP. You know him all too well, who said this on Twitter. Tap strafing, listen to this, is stronger and easier on controller than it is on mouse and keyboard on PC. The show is proof. He said, everyone go follow Zendum. He's a demon, and he's showing these tap strafes over on controller. Take a look at this.
Arms at 180.
All right, oh shit.
Oh shit, son.
I'm coming back.
Yo.
These guys don't watch that fade video.
Oh
Tap
shit.
strafe out the cannon, then tap strafe back into it. That would have been alpha.
Oh my god. Dude, what the bro? You just broke the game.
Yeah, roller tap strafing is actually different, like the way it looks.
Jesus.
That actually just straight looks completely different.
You just gave me motion sickness.
So as you can tell, this guy is absolutely on demon mode, and I will say these tap strafes are very, very good. However, it is, you know, subjective or controversial to whether or not this is actually easier slash or stronger on one or the other. Now, in showing this clip on Twitter, he got a reply from Lobo Tommy on Twitter and said he speeds up some footage, as you can see this next video I'm showing you, but yeah, he does some crazy stuff that you simply cannot do on mouse and keyboard, since controller also gets access to non-lurk movement, which lets you air strafe and move more independently from the camera without losing speed. So the B-hop crap out of grapple he does at 7 seconds is, in his opinion, cheating. Spoonplay says lurkless movement tech exists for mouse and keyboard, used extensively in Titanfall 2 speedruns. I would highly recommend learning it. And Lobo said, I'm well aware and implement things like lurkless wall bounces, but you just simply can't replicate a 360-degree stick with 4 keys. Oh, how the turntables. So now it's the mouse and keyboard players saying that the console players are cheating. And I'll be honest, I'm seeing the video, and yes, it definitely seems wrong and feels wrong. So does some of the mouse and keyboard tap strafes that I see sometimes. I don't know. Regardless, I just think this is crazy. It's insane to watch how, you know, dominant it seemed like, oh, mouse and keyboard, you guys have much better movement. You know, we can't do nearly as much. And then now look how much the tides have turned. And now it's the keyboard and mouse players saying that the controller players are not only having crazy movement tags, but they're cheating with it. And I'm not even saying that it's wrong to call it cheating, because it is a little bit different than the mouse and keyboard tap strafe. But I don't know for sure if I would consider it cheating. I just know that it definitely is much different than the mouse and keyboard tap strafe, honestly, it looks like you can do a whole lot crazier things. I'm just glad that I started picking up controller recently, and hopefully I can figure out how to do this. They can call me a cheater all they want, but I suck and I need help. Now, to my knowledge, this is exclusive to PC, and you do have to run some type of a script or change some type of a setting in order to get it this effectively. From what I've heard, you can do something on the Steam settings to let you do a tap strafe. However, it's even easier if you're running a script. So I don't think there's any way to do like an official tap strafe over on console. However, Firepug did release this video of something that he figured out how to do. I saw a lot of you actually doing this in the middle of my console games on Xbox yesterday, that you can now on the gravity cannons do some type of a strafe that is more of a strafe than normal, but not quite, you know, as good as tap strafing. I think he also got extra lucky here and landed on a tree, got a boost here. But take a look at this clip. This is on console, by the way. So definitely not as good as tap strafing, but something way better that console's not used to having, especially with just general air strafing control. Now, with this new update coming, you heard me say just a minute ago that we usually get a new game mode. Now, the game mode that we can anticipate to probably get is either one of the two. Now, we know control mode most likely will be making a return this season with a couple of little updates like a join mid-match feature so that you're not having to queue anymore. But we also can anticipate a new game mode called Killing Time that we were supposed to get during the war game events back in like season 8, I believe. But at the time, there was a bug that was like preventing its release, so they couldn't actually bring it during that period, so they had to postpone it. And now it looks like it is fixed. Thorn Smash had made a video a couple of weeks ago talking about how they had found some code in the file regarding this Killing Time mode once again. So I definitely think this mode could make its return and finally make its grand reveal and hopefully not have any bugs this go around. And if you don't remember, essentially the way that it works is the ring progressively gets smaller as people die. So if people aren't dying, the ring stays big. If people do die, the ring gets small. So it kind of helps prevent the people that run the lobby so quickly and then there's like 3 squads left and you're still on round 1. And all honesty, all these game modes always sound great, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm definitely ready for just these big multiplayer modes to come so that they can just put all these great LTM ideas into a multiplayer game and then have the best of both worlds with multiplayer and battle royale. Now, I would say arenas, but like, does anybody still play that? And that definitely brings me to a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for quite some time. Please give me your input. Please give me your feedback. Any other things you'd like to add to this list, but 2 things notoriously that they have abandoned in my opinion, and they need a revamp. They need a rework. They need some type of an update to spice it up or make it somewhat better. That is number 1, arenas, because I feel like they brought that game mode and just left it to die. Nobody cares about ranked. The issues with the ranked AP bug that when it first came out are still ongoing. There's still a problem with ranked on arenas. And then also the second thing is clubs. Clubs are so dry, they're so dead. I don't even know if people like actively use clubs anymore, but they definitely don't have that good of a purpose that they did back in Call of Duty, like Ghost, and whenever you could grind for you know, certain achievements. You know, back then you were able to grind for like a certain clan level, which let you know, change the color of your clan tag, I believe, and there were some other things as well. It would be cool to have some nice club perks for people that are full and can like level up their club in a way. Maybe give yourself some club XP and you like triple the XP if you're playing with each other or something like that, so that you can get cool clan tags, maybe some exclusive skins for clubs. It just definitely feels like Respawn has maybe lost sight of a couple things that they added or had good intentions for at one point, had big plans for. Maybe they didn't turn out like they thought they would, and I don't want them to really abandon them. I just want them to make them better. I think arenas needs like a funding. I think they need like an esports scene or something. You have to have something to spice it up, maybe even like an objective or bomb planning of something. I just feel like the way it's played now is kind of boring. I mean, we already talked about the level cap increase and how it's been so long since they've done that, and that's another thing that it feels like that they've abandoned. I mean, we need to have like a level grinding for clubs. We need to have a better level cap increase, something that's higher, maybe even a prestige system or something that's more, you know, interactive. It gives us something to grind for rather than just being stuck at level 500 or, you know, just not wanting to play pubs because there's no reason to. Speaking of old good Call of Duty stuff, lastly, a Modern Warfare 2 trick shot on a, this is just too clean. Asu hit this one so perfectly. I had to throw it on the channel. Let me know what you guys think of this MW2 trick shot. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure to comment down below, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all the next one, and until next time, I will see you later, Gators.
Good job.